In this video, we will see how to insert a TA-TAC composition. Let's quickly design a room. In this case, it will be a walk-in closet. We can now start to configure our solution. We therefore select from the TA-TAC menu for composition, then combination with a TA-TAC. We can now move on with the box configuration. In order to select the number of compartments required for our composition, click on the Add Compartment button. Let's set the panel's width. Remove the safety room, whose value can be found in the catalog. Set the type of the right upright. Select corner. Set the type of the left upright. We are now aligning the right corner of the box, where we will continue our closet configuration. Being careful to keep the existing box selected, we can insert the second set of panels, picking them from the item menu. If every step was properly conducted, a connection-driven menu will come out, which makes it easier to connect the new composition with the existing one. Let's configure this box as well. Let's set the panel's width. In order to determine its value, technical characteristics of the product, assembly space required, and the geometries of room relief, as not at right angles items and walls uprightness, have to be considered. Specific alert messages will warn us if the set dimension is not compatible with the number of panels previously chosen. We can then set the desired number of panels. Set the corner option for the right upright and the known option for the starting one. The corner upright has already been inserted in the previous composition. Reach this point, let's arrange a layout view without perspective, so to verify the accuracy of the space occupied by the existing panels, and the correct panel's alignment with the room walls. In this situation, quotes automatically come out, so to help us with this kind of check. If everything is okay, we can move on and insert the last paneling. Let's insert the panel's width, taking into account the previous considerations regarding technical characteristics of the product, assembly space required, and geometries of the room relief. The software warns us that the chosen width is not compatible with the maximum panel width allowed. We therefore insert the correct number of panels. We then configure the initial panel, setting No One. Select the right hand part option for the last panel on the right. Before moving towards the panel setup, we preset some view settings tailored to the following activity. From the view menu, take to its maximum level the perspective parameter. Then, from the setting menu, we enable the box cooling parameter. Select the box where we want to add the shelf. Select the shelf for a TA-TAC composition from the items menu and follow the consequent click sequence. With the first click, we enable the shelf uploading. We now have to take the mouse to the area where I want to position the shelf. The resulting setup area will turn red. By clicking on it, you attach the shelf to the selected panel. As a result, you will see a set of horizontal lines which highlight the shelf base. Move the mouse up or down and left click to fix the final shelf position. To modify the shelf size, use the red arrows that appear in the frontal and right side of the shelf. By keeping on left clicking with the mouse and dragging it, you can modify the shelf width and depth. Automatic snaps drive the sizing process. Very well. After having concluded the sizing process, we can start the configuration of the required supports. In order to easily control the rod holder equipment, we advise to move the view beneath the shelf. Let's move the shelf configuration menu. Select the coat hanger tab and, enabling the different checks, we insert the coat hanger tubes. In order to connect them between each other, we need to consider the maximum length available for a single tube. We also have to be sure to have inserted the specific shelf holder equipped with the specific rod holder. Given the paneling length, it was not possible to join all the 3 coat hanger tubes. Therefore, we have to change the shelf holder model for the second support. Let's now make another exercise. Repeat the addition shelf exercise for the left paneling. Edit the different doors. We are now going to see another interesting topic. In order to duplicate a shelf, you can just click on the green dot positioned on the top of the shelf you want to duplicate and, keeping clicking the shift button, drag the mouse to the setup area where you want to add the copy. You can now change its size following the dragging process previously explained. Doing so, the variance configuration will be kept unchanged, enabling a faster and easier configuration process for our TA-TAC cabin. We are now inserting a new shelf so to create an angle. Of course, the vertical height of the 2 shelves has to be the same. In the supports sections of the configuration menu, select the spacers for hooking to corner with the respective depth. You can complete the rest of the configuration following the steps seen before. We can now see how to equip the final panel with the club container. First of all, set a step standard size for panel number 4. Doing so, the other panels within the box will adopt their size and the rack position will change automatically. We therefore have to tailor the shelf size to the new panel length. Good. We can now look for the club item which is in line with our demand, choosing it between those available in the TA-TAC submenu. By clicking, we insert the item in the chosen setup area, which will turn red. By clicking again, we equip the club container to the panel. We can now decide its vertical position by moving the mouse and fix it with another click. If you want to vertically move the item, click on the blue arrow of the Cartesian axis and drag the item upward or downward. In order to move the container from one panel to another, click on the green dot and drag the item into the new position. Let's practice a bit more by inserting another club container. We can see again how to move items around. Try to move the existing shelves and the container. As you can see yourself, this process is really easy to implement. Wishing you luck with your work, Doimo Cityline thanks you for your attention.